We just got a shipment of brand new magazines from our friends at Practical Publishing across the pond. This is Die Cutting Essentials issue number 97. And included with the magazine, as you know, there are always goodies. And this time, several things. There is this wreath die cutting. There are words sending love, as well as some extra blossoms and leaves. And then in addition, there are more stamps so that you've got multiple themes to use. And there are a couple of ideas right there. Let me see. Is there anything? Nope, nothing on the back. Okay. Let's go into the magazine and see what else is included. And I've just gone through and tabbed things that caught my eye. So here are some hints and tips for using that cutting die and the stamps, just to give you a little bit of a head start, just in case that's new for you. Then we're going to go right here. And like I said, I have just tabbed some of these that I thought were extra special. So you can see the wreath sending love is that cutting die, but again, you get the stamps thinking of you, happy birthday, happy wishes. There are several there. Now, here we go. This is called Total Eclipse, and it is a technique for doing die cutting and adding inking. So I just thought that might be interesting for you to take a look at. Kind of doesn't make any difference what stamps or dies you use, because it would be useful for anything. Here we go. This I thought was also really interesting to see a card in the same two colors, but done with one color as the primary and then with the other color as the primary. So I thought that was just really interesting and nice to have those visuals. Here we go. This is also using some different techniques for doing your die cutting, and I thought they were interesting. I love the pattern papers always used, and having a little envelope and letting those butterflies float out is really a nice technique. And I think we all have butterflies and flowers in our collection. This is called Rainbow Blooms, and this is again another technique that I thought was really pretty, with a variety of colors. They are little softer colors using their rainbow look, and again, I just thought it was a really nice technique. So handy to have things in your creative toolbox. Here are some others. This is making it with a kind of a watercolor or a marbling look in the back, so thought you might want to share that. Then we have this stained glass look, and I thought it was really striking, of taking your cutting dies, die cutting them out, and then embossing powder on top of those die cut pieces, and then putting it against a kind of a watercolor look. Just really striking. You can do multiple things, and I think they're just a beautiful look. So here's some close-ups. As you know, you do get instructions for every project, and sometimes there are step-by-step photos, which is always nice to see and to have. And here's just a beautiful look. And again, that's how it's done, and it gives such a beautiful presentation and pretty easy to use too. And here we have Floral Fancies. These are again using the die cuts and stamps that are included in the kit or in the magazine. And you can see sometimes you're using the wreath as an outside piece. Sometimes you're making it flat. Sometimes you're creating a window on the inside. So just a lot of ways that you can use this. I thought it was really nice to see this big one where it is white on white. And I think that's always a very elegant look. Here we have another. They're calling this also stained glass, so I don't know how many stained glass looks you can have, but again, it's just a lighter color and a darker color using cardstock for your die cuts or your cutting dies, sorry. And just again, another look to see a variety of colors. So you get a lot of ideas in this magazine, in addition to all of these dies, as well as the stamps that are going to coordinate. And then there are also papers to download. You'll see the download in the magazine, and there are 24 of them, and that was used in many of the projects. So Die Cutting Essentials, issue 97, it's here, it's now, and it can be yours.